Hey everyone, it's Alex from Alex's Creative Corner here. This is part number 3 of Qibli's tutorial. You should have the head and neck with the sail on the back, 2 wings and 4 legs. 2 front legs, 2 back legs. In this part we're making the body and the rest of the sail and the tail. So wait 1 second here. Okay, we're going with 2 at a time of the opaque yellow bands. And then 2 there. Oh, sorry. Should be going like this. Okay, now we will be okay. Now we're going to get, sorry, my chair squeaks. We're getting 2 at a time, going 2 across there, or actually, lay 2 on that peg and then do 2 across there. 2 down. I'm trying to make the sail wavy like it shows on the book cover. Oh, sorry, that one goes diagonal. So you have, now we need to do the horizontal bands. So we want 2 to be hanging off like this, and then 2 to go across those 3. 2 across these 3, 2 across these 3. We skipped these 2 pegs. Skipping these 2 pegs, 2 across these 3, and then 2 across these 3. Now you have these 2 bands sticking out from here that we did in the first part. With your hook, you want to pull the 2 bands to one side and then go in. Sorry if this is really confusing. I'm just trying to get the 2 bands. Okay, you have to find the so go in from the other side and grab those two bands, but hold on to these that are on this side and pull so you have the two bands coming from both sides, and now put it so both loops are on your hook like this. Oh, so these horizontal, just lift them up and then put these 4 loops onto this peg, lift up the top 2 that you just put and replace that horizontal. And now you can put these 2 back. Okay, that was really confusing, I'm sorry. Okay, now we're gonna loom it, so follow after me. So ignore the holding bands and loom these top 2, top 2, those. Now we're gonna go back in here, go under those 2, go into here, loom those 2 downwards. It's a little bit tricky for me to loom downwards, to be looming like down, but it's fine. Go down, loom up. And then loom those. Make sure to go past the holding band and grab the top 2 that are not besides the holding band. Go in here, loom these 2 that go there, then these 2 that go down. Go past the holding bands, loom these top 2, loom these, loom these, loom. Now you loom to here, and you have these loose bands. Just go past the loose bands and loom the bands that you need to loom. Go like through them. So you loom that. Now we need to tie all of these ends off. So loom that. Now we can gently take this off from the loom. I hope it came out okay. I don't know if I did everything right, but I don't know. We'll see. I think it came out okay. But we still have to make the body. It won't be fully complete until the last part is finished. So don't think that it's going to be bad because this looks bad right now. So this would go to there. Go to right there. Okay, so this is what mine looks like right now. We're probably gonna have to extend it later, but first we're gonna make the body right now. So with gold, we're going down this row all the way down with two at a time, with 2 gold at a time. 2 gold bands at a time, yeah. I'm just gonna move this right there. Three, 4, 5, 6. I'm actually going to change up a few things. I'm going to add a few spots on here. I'm going to add the spots are going to be, I'm using pastel yellow for the spots. And then after you did 6, redo the diagonal. So now 2 golds at a time again, but I'm still going to be adding a few spots. The spots I'm doing a pastel yellow and a gold. I'm not doing any in the center row because in the center row there is going, in the center row there's going to be oh, the sail is just going to be covering it, so you wouldn't really see them. It'd kind of be a waste of the bands, unless you want to get rid of them or something. You don't have to do the same pattern of spots as me if you're doing spots. You just, you can do them in any pattern that you want. And then those 2. Now our horizontal bands is just 2 gold bands at a time. Now we're doing 2 on those 3 and then 2 on those 3. We're just doing that pretty much to the end. There's one thing that I need to change though. now I'm going to take off the first two that I did, the first two horizontals, and I'm gonna make that just a double loop. Instead of being two bands right there, it's a double loop. Now we're going to get our head, and we're going to start attaching our body parts and everything. Okay, got my head and the sail thing. So I'm going to lift it up so that you can get this middle set. It's 4 gold bands. Go through there, take off, make sure that you go through all 4 loops, and then take off the tying band and attach this on that middle peg. Now you're going to attach the set to the right next to it. It's take off the tying band. It's all gold, all 4 loops onto that peg, and then move this on. Then there's the same thing on this side. Just take off the tying band. Make sure that your hook is going through all gold loop, all 4 gold loops. Now take off the top 2 gold loops, and then take off the top 2 bands in the middle, and then the top 2 on the other side. And we're gonna take 2 gold bands and attach them on those 3 pegs. Now you can replace the 2 bands to where you got them from. So I got these from this peg. Now we're gonna deal with the middle peg and attaching this. Actually, no, we're not gonna do that part yet. So go in through one of the sides, loom up the top 2 bands, but stop there, and then loom up. Actually, don't loom up anymore. Just loom up the top 2, and then go to this side, loom up the top 2, like that. Now we are going to attach the front legs. So get one front leg so that the thumb is facing down and the yellow spots are facing up and forward. So we're going to go through the first set with our hook, and this is the set. It has one of those spots on it. Sorry if this keeps going down. So we're going to put it on that peg, go through the middle set, take off the tying band, put it on that peg, go through this set, take off the tying band, and go through that set, or attach it on that peg. We're going to do the same thing on the other side with the other front leg. So going through the first set, taking off the tying band, and attaching this onto that peg. Oh, that almost fell off. That would have been horrible. Take off this tying band when you're going through those loops. Slide it onto this peg, and then the next set onto that peg. Yeah, like that. Now we can go into this. Oh, sorry, that came way off of the camera. Okay, this is a little bit of a mess. Extremely sorry. Okay, that should be in the camera. So I'm going to this set and grab the bottom two bands, loom them up, and then on the other side, go in, grab the top two bands, loom them up. So we're just gonna dig down under the leg sets, loom up those two. So dig down, loom up those two, loom up these two, and then stop right there. We're gonna do the same thing on the other side. So looming up and we're going to stop there again. So now we're going to be attaching the wings. So get this wing and if it's curving, make sure that's curving down like this, and you're attaching it like this. So going through the first set, it's the gold set. Going through all 4 loops, make sure that, and then take off the tying band. So we're going to go through this set that we loomed up to. It's on this row. Loom them up and then pull them through these gold bands that are on your hook, or slide the gold bands on and then loom this over onto the peg. So it should be like on the bands. So now we're going to go in through the next set. This is jelly yellow, so take off the tying band, go through the set, loom up, pull through, and loom over. Go through the next set, take off the tying band, go through, loom up, pull through the set, and loom over. Go through this set, take off the tying band, go through, loom up, pull through, loom over. And then loom up the next set, and then go into here and loom up that diagonal. But stop right there. Yeah, stop right there. Now we're going to do the exact same thing on the other side. So with your wing, go through the gold sets, all 4 loops, take off the tying band, and then go through this set, loom up, pull through, loom over. Go through the next set, take off the tying band, go through the set. Oh, I didn't get both bands. Okay, no problem. Maybe there is a problem? Okay. Never mind, got it. Now pull that through, loom up, loom over, onto that peg. Go through the next set, take off your tying band, go through, loom up, pull through that set, loom over. Go through the next set, take off the tying band, go through, loom up, pull these 2 through, and loom over. Loom up the next 2, and then loom up the diagonals. So ignore this middle row right now. We're just going to keep going because I have a reason. So now get your back legs. We're going to attach them in the same way as the front legs, but we're attaching them onto these 3 pegs. Make sure it's those 3 that you're attaching it on. So go through the first set. Make sure that it looks like this. So the thumb is facing back, and then these spots are facing forward. Go through the first set. It's the one with the spot on it, and you're attaching it onto this peg. It's the peg after the one that we loomed up to. go through the middle set, take off the tying band, and attach it onto this peg. Take off the tying band. Ooh. Okay, that came off that way, I guess. Now we're gonna attach this onto this peg. Now we are going to do the same thing on the other side. So grab this, make sure that it looks like that, facing that way, and then go through the first set. It's the one with the spot on it. Take off the tying band and attach this onto that peg. Now we're gonna take the middle set, take off the tying band, and attach it onto that peg. Take off the tying. Oh, sorry. I had to rip it off. Attach it onto that peg. Oh, and then these two came off, but it's fine. So you have both back legs attached, one on this side, one on this side. We're gonna loom up both sides. So dig down here, grab the top two, and then we're gonna be looming them. So make sure to dig down under the leg sets to grab the two bands that you need to loom. And we're just looming to the end. Same thing on this side, so loom up. So now we're going to tie off these two ends, but don't even take your dragon off yet, because we still have to do the middle set, the middle row. So we have the sail. I showed you how this works in part 1. So we're going to flip it over, go through the first sail set, take off the tying band, so you're going down through with it turned over on this side. Go through the very first set peg, loom up the top two bands, the gold bands, and pull them through the yellow set and loom it over. So it is turned onto this side. Now we're going to turn it over to this side and go down through the next set. Take off the tying band, go in, loom up, pull through, loom over. Now we turn the sail over again, go through the next set down from this side, and then go in through here, loom up, pull through, loom over. Turn this over, go down, do the next set. So go down, loom up, pull through, loom over. So now we're going to start taking it off. You only need to take off like a few rows. I'm only doing like 2 or 3. Because we're not taking it off yet, we're just releasing tension. So now turn it over, go down in to the next set. In here, this tying band, take it off. Go dig down, loom up, pull through, loom over, turn it over, dig down in here, take off the tying band, sorry, I'm having a bit of trouble taking this one off. I don't feel like ripping it off yet. Take off the tying band, go in, loom up, pull through, loom over. I'm going to release some more sets and release some tension. Okay, this is the last set that I'm releasing. So I did it like this one, I went in like that, so I'm going to turn it over. Go down into the next set, take off the tying band, go into the next set, loom up, pull through, loom over, turn this over, go through the next set, loom up, pull through, loom over, turn over, go through, loom up, pull through, loom over. Now take this, now start releasing a few more sets from here. That's good. So turn it over, go through the next set, pull off the tying band, go through, loom up, pull through, loom over, turn this over, go through the next set, take off the tying band, go through, loom up, pull through, loom over. Just one more set until we're done with this portion of the body. So go through, take off the tying band, go through, loom up, pull through, and loom over. Tie off your end. And now you can gently take the rest of this off the loom, the rest that hasn't been taken off yet. So he's got the sail on there. To lift up the wings. This is what it looks like so far. This one will look way better with the wire. So we've got to continue on with the rest of him. So I've done 12. Just wait 1 second, I'm looking over one dragon. Okay, I know what to do now. Just let me see how much is left on here. 5 are left on here. We're gonna start leaving this to eclairs. Okay. just, can you please wait 1 second, because, okay. 2 yellow at a time, 2 opaque yellow there, 2 on there, 2 on there. So that would be like that much. Now we're gonna start doing double looped yellows. So double looped yellow onto there, double looped yellow onto there. Double loop there. Double loop there. And then we're gonna go 2 double loops, a double looped band here, and then a double loop band here. I'm gonna put it on there. So now we're gonna start with the ones that go on top. So the double loop diagonal. Sorry if this is getting a lot out of frame. So double loop that goes there. Double loop goes diagonal. I don't know if this is gonna look good or like Qibli, but I'm doing it for y'all. But at least it's a SandWing tutorial, so even if this doesn't end up looking like the right colors for Qibli, you can still make other SandWings with this tutorial, because I am gonna include the tail barb. So if you're making Sunny, then just don't use the tail barb. Don't make the tail barb when I make that at the end. Oh, sorry. Take off these 2 and these 2. That's just, we're gonna put 2 bands right there, and then 2 bands right there. And I'm gonna we're gonna double loop a band, and it's gonna go across. I'm gonna double loop it onto that peg, and then bring it across these 3 pegs, another double loop, going across these 3 pegs, and stop there. So get your dragon, and it has, at the end of this sail, there should be 2 things of 2 bands. So there's the top 2 bands, these, so go through the set that they're coming through and grab 2 of the loops. It's a bit weird, the way that I want to do this. Okay, so they're coming from like one side, on this side, go through in here, grab the 2 loops, but still hold them on this side, and pull them through so that you can reclaim them. So it's like a loomed set. So you have 4 loops now, and you're gonna attach them onto this peg, the top peg, and then the other 2 loose bands, those you're just gonna put them on across those 2, like that. This should work. So go in through here and through this set. Loom up the top 2 that go there, and then go back in, loom up the 2 that go there, and loom up the next 2. So now it should be a bit easier that we got that part over with. So looming these 2, and loom up those two. And then now we're getting to the double loop part. So go under the holding band and then loom up these two diagonal double loops. Going through here, those are the last two bands. So looming just like we would, it's just with double looped bands now. And I went all the way to the end, but I still have to do the ones that are vertical. Now we have to tie off all of these ends. Okay, now you can gently take this off of the loom. There might be a little bit of a loose set there, but we can ignore that. So now it's getting to the double loop part, so you want to be really careful that you don't snap any of them, because they'll be easier to snap. Okay, good. So here's that. Now we're going to continue with the tail. For this part, you only really need this part of the loom. The other part would just get in my way. So we're going with, well, now I'm going with 3 gold bands. 3 gold. I'm also going to still be adding some spots. So I added a spot there. 3 gold, and then 3 gold again. Now we're going diagonal, diagonal, actually, yeah. That's fine. I'll make this one. Sorry for, I was being really slow. The video is 45 minutes already. Okay. I might have to split this into 2. Now we're going to do another spot. And we're going diagonally inwards now. Still going with 2 golds at a time. Yeah, I'm going really slow, sorry. Now with double looped gold bands, we're going to do the horizontals. So I'm just gonna wrap a band around twice on each side because it's a lot easier and it hurts my hands to do double loops like the normal way. So I'm just gonna do it this way. This way it also is like a lot neater and they're not as like jumbled, for me at least. I'm gonna wrap around there twice. And it doesn't slow you down too much. I don't think so. Okay, now we're gonna attach our dragon onto here. So the middle set, so it's make sure that you go through all 4 gold loops and attach them onto that peg, that middle peg. Go through the side loops, take off the tying band, and then the other side loops, take off the tying band, attach this on that peg. Now we're going to lift up the top 2 bands from each of the sets that we just attached on to the pegs. So lift up these top 2. And attach it. This video is way longer than expected. I'm really sorry about that. Attach, and now you can just attach the sets back where you originally took them off from. We can loom the sides down 4 times. So go into here. Go in, loom up once, twice, 3, 4. Same thing on this side. 1. I missed a set. And 4. Now I have to do the middle thing again. So go down into this set, take off the tying band, go through this set, loom up the 2 bands, pull through, loom over. Turn this over, go through from this side, dig down, loom up, pull through, loom over, turn it over, go through, pull off the tying band, loom up, pull through, loom over. I'm gonna take off like 2 sets, so 2. For the next one, we're going from this side, so go down, take off the tying band, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna attach it onto this peg. The set is gonna go into this peg. Make sure that it stays on. Push it down if you have to. So dig down under that and grab the top 2 bands that you have to loom. Loom those diagonally, and if this comes off, put it back on. And go down, loom the next diagonals, over. Now you can take it off if you want to. There's not much point. I'm lifting up another set. So now, what am I gonna do? Now turn it over again, go through the next set, take off the tying band, go through the next set, grab them, and then go all the way Oh, something came off. I'm gonna put it back on. Ignore that. And then, so you have this set on these gold bands on your hook. Go to this side, loom up these 2 gold bands too, slide them both through the yellow band sets, and put the bottom 2 that are on your hook onto there. And then those 2 go on there. That was really hard. Sorry if that was hard to explain. I'll show you on this again. So it's kind of like we do with the spikes on the dragons that have the spikes instead of the frill. You could go and look on Cricket the SandWing tutorial or Glory the Rainbow tutorial. So going through this set, so I'm going to go back to this side. Actually, no, I'm just going to do it on this side. So go through, loom up the top 2, and then go over to the other side, loom up these top 2, and then slide all 4 through the yellow bands, and then the bottom 2 go there, top 2 go there. So do that again. So turn it over, go through this set, take off the tying band, go in through here, loom up, then go to this side, loom up, and pull all 4 through. Ooh, I made a mistake. And then bottom 2, go to that. And then these 2 go to there. We only have to do this one more time because we're almost done with this part. So turn it over, go through these loops, take off the tying band, go through, loom up these 2, and then go into here, loom up these 2, pull them all through here, and then now you can just put all 4 bands, all 4 loops onto that peg, like that. I'm going to pull this off of the loom a little bit. This part was a bit of a struggle, so I hope you made it through with me. Now we are still not done, but we're closer. So turn it over, go through the next set. It's double looped, I think. It should be double looped. So take off your tying band, go into here, loom up the top 3 bands, pull them through, and then loom over. Turn this over, go down into the next set, take off the tying band, go through, loom up 3, pull it through, and loom over. I'm gonna start taking it off because it's really getting tight. I need to loosen it up a bit. Turn it over, go through the, 2 bands came off. Bear with me 1 second. I just need to attach these loops back onto the peg that they have to go on. So I need to turn this over, go through the next set. Go in here, loom up the top 3, pull through, loom over, turn it over, go through, take off the tying band, go through here, loom up these three, pull them through, and loom over. Like that. Now we can tie off this set. We still have more of the tail to go through. And it's been almost an hour. This is like the longest video I've ever made. And we're not even done. I hope it is coming out well. Or at least you like it. But it always looks better when it's wired and it has the belly. Okay. I'm gonna go I'm starting on this peg. I'm going with it's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the 5th peg from this bottom part. So I'm going with a double looped black because this is for like the poison barb at the end of the tail. Another double looped black, and then I'm going to do 3 black, and then I'm going to do a double looped gold, another double looped gold, and then I'm gonna take 3 bands at a time now. So 3 golds, 3, and 3. So now we're going to attach on here the gold end, not the sail end. Taking off the tying band and attaching, and I'm going to attach all 6 gold loops onto this peg. Now we're going through the next set in the sail. It's the second to last, so we're almost done with that. Take off the tying band, dig down, loom up the 3, pull them through, I think I missed a band. Sorry, just bear with me here. Okay, I missed the bands. I'm just gonna go in here, grab the 3 bands, and pull them through that. And then back onto that peg. And now we're doing the last one. So go through the last set in the sail, take off the tying band, go through, loom up the 3, pull them through, and then loom them over. I'm gonna make a little spike thing. So I'm just gonna make one of these. It's been an hour. So it's just one spike. So a cap band of an opaque yellow, and then double loop, an opaque yellow, slide that on, reclaim, dig down here, loom up, slide on the the spike, loom over, and we're just going to loom the rest of the way down. Ooh. Just came off. That, good thing I caught it. The only thing I have to redo is like the double looped band. So, double looped band, go through there, attach. Attach this on. Okay, this is like really tricky. Sorry if this also happened to you. It was just like a mistake and it like came off the loom. Okay, got it. And then we're looming the black sets, double loops, and now we're tying this off with one black band, or whatever color you did your tail barb in, or your tail tip. So taking this off the loom, here's your SandWing. You can weave this through the tail barb. I'm not going to show you. I mean, you can weave this loose band through the tip of the tail, but I'm not going to show you right now because I'm running low on time. But thank you for watching and staying this long to watch because it's over an hour. I hope yours is coming out well, or is coming out good, and I'll see you in part 4 where we will be making the belly and attaching it, and then we'll be done. It's really best if you wire this. I would not recommend not wiring it. So I have a tutorial on how to wire your dragon. It's on a little bit of a different dragon, but it's the same size, so you should be able to follow it. So thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next part. There's a link in the description to my Instagram. I probably told you about that in the last video. So thanks for watching. Bye.